Glad you're here.
I'll take two people.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's four? Good. All right. I love it.
welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, folks. Yeah,
Just casually late. I am.
that's all right.
Difference is I'm not sober when I come.
Oh, there we go. We got lots of people. Maple Leaf Numismatics. Emilio's here. Jeff Davis is here. Phenomenal. Thank you guys for joining us. So, I guess we can kind of begin with a little introduction. I think I don't know if we really have to introduce ourselves, but I guess we'll go around the wheel here and do so. For those of you who don't know me, if you are just joining us for random reasons, I am Dean with Massabesic Numismatics, and I really enjoy coins and currency, and I've been collecting a lot more currency lately thanks to these two guys. Ontario 100 and Dan from Polar Currency. So I'm going to pass it off to them to kind of talk about who they are.
Age before beauty, Ontario.
All right. Well, I'm Ontario 100. I've been collecting coins since about 1968 and only been collecting currency about 6 or 7 years now, mainly because of people like Dan. So, but I enjoy all of it and I enjoy making videos and having fun.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm Dan. Hi, I'm Dan with Polar Currency. There you go. That's enough of that.
There you go.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, I started collecting back in 1998 coins, had three young daughters, and nobody cared. So went to a coin shop, got treated poorly, but the guy had a $1 1923 silver certificate that I way overpaid for and didn't know it for like, I don't know, 8 years.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love collecting and got into this and with these guys, and I really appreciate I really appreciate these two, Dean and Ontario, because you guys are not like the other don't, but you guys are constantly doing different stuff, trying to do new things, trying to make your channels better. And you both
Yeah.
do an excellent job of lighting, sound, and showing. And Dean, you are like the king of that. So
Yeah.
thanks for having me here today, Dean. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how well my lighting's going to be today with it being live, but I'm going to try my best.
Well, it is tough, folks. Live does add a good thing like that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. McCombs, I'm never going to forget where you're from, Don. Benson, Arizona.
Oh, there
And
you go.
You
and
know,
Amelia, what time is it in Spain?
what
Yeah,
time?
I was going to say.
6 hours, I think.
Midnight?
Midnight.
Must be after midnight now in Spain.
Wow.
Wow, Emilio's in Toledo, Ohio. That's weird.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We know
Toledo,
that
Ohio, for sure.
Sneaky Pierre SP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guru. Sneaky Pierre, I really want to connect you and Cody. You guys need to hook up. I'm going to connect you two because, yeah,
It's midnight.
you're such you're both into those nationals like there's no time.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Lee,
fantastic.
Star ATL. Hey man, I was just got off the phone with Lee.
Really?
Oh, nice. Welcome, everybody. Oh, Emilio's laughing now. Yes, it is midnight.
Midnight.
Well, thank you for joining us. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maple Leaf Numismatics. I
Yeah,
think did I
great
start?
channel.
Yeah.
Great
But
channel. Yeah, well worth everybody going over, especially if you like Canadian stuff. Well, really everything. But yeah, no, there's so many great channels out there that I think a lot of people ignore or they just don't get it in their feed. I think I've complained about this before. I get channels in my feed that I have unsubscribed from, and I was still it's like it's like why am I getting these recommendations when I've already said I don't want to watch it? But
You might
anyway,
I,
have to go to the click of death and go, I don't ever want
yeah,
to see this channel again.
yeah, I know, yeah, I don't, yeah. Anyway, I'll never figure out the algorithm.
If I ever did that, it'd just be Ontario's channel, but that's
right,
whatever.
right. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, guys, I think we got plenty of people here if we want to start talking about some of the coin shows, the currency shows, the numismatic shows. We were just talking about that before we got online here, guys. The different names for all of the shows.
What do you call
Because I go to the New Hampshire Coin and Currency Expo here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Dan, what did you say yours was? It was
I
a
go to the Northwest, they sneak it in. Northwest Coin Club Money Show.
Yep.
That's
Oh.
our big show in town.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And Ontario, how about
What do
you?
they call
I
it?
go to the South Carolina Numismatic
There
Association.
you go.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
a
go.
good name.
So at
Yeah.
least they're starting to give a nod to currency a little bit,
A little
but
bit.
they still
Yeah.
really don't care.
Yeah. There was a good amount of currency dealers at my show. I don't know, Dan, did you say, I can't remember if you said there was a lot at yours or not. I know yours is not really, really big, but
No, it's a smaller regional. It
yeah,
probably, I think they had over 100 tables with like 70 dealers.
yeah,
So, but I'm always amazed at how I would say 10 to 12 had
yeah.
a lot of currency and probably 4 or 5 were only currency,
Wow.
is
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
which
cool.
is really good. So I think that's unusual for
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
But
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The
And
show I went to had about 100 dealers, 200 tables, and I would say, similar to what Dan said, there were probably 5 or 6 currency only people there,
yeah.
and overall, probably 10 or so that had a good bit of currency in total. So
Oh, wow.
there was
Yeah.
plenty there.
like the guy that wouldn't sell me the $100 1914, by the way.
You're still thinking about that, Dan?
Guy, I couldn't. No, I'm not bitter at all.
Yeah.
I just want to give you money, my friend. That's all I
Yeah.
want to do. But
Uh,
I mean, he was half coin, half currency, but he had a really nice
oh,
selection. He had
really?
2 nice cases of currency that he
Wow.
didn't want to sell. But that's okay.
Did you guys see a lot of variation in the currency? What I mean is, I saw a lot of what I call mainstream currency, a lot of like black eagles and
Oh, yeah.
bisons and chiefs and things like that, which is fine, but you didn't see a whole lot outside of those parameters. I mean, we had a couple people that were selling obsoletes, but
Yeah.
if you were looking for a large size Federal Reserve note, 1914 Federal Reserve note, I think you were kind of out of luck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, at my show, they're like similar to yours, Ontario. It's about 200 tables with probably it's I think it's supposed to be 100 dealers. I will be honest, it didn't look like that this time around. But
Yeah.
anyway, but there was at least 2 tables that were pretty much all world banknotes.
Oh, okay.
And then there
Wow.
was at least one that was a lot of obsoletes and Confederate money.
Yeah.
And then the rest were pretty much what you just described. They had pretty much everything that you would expect to see at a show. And
Right.
then there was a couple high end dealers that had, notes that ranged from $2,500. I think the most expensive note I saw was 50 some $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I did see
so
a little bit of that too, a little high end, as you say.
yeah, yeah.
Not a lot.
Well, I consider high end. For some people, that's
Yeah.
still low
No,
end.
it's true. No, it's expensive. No.
Well,
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, right. There was a very good mix and match. I'm going to flip my camera because the guy that carries all currency, and he's from Minnesota, and he's at all the national shows here.
hmm
I flip my camera. And what's funny about this is that this month's banknote reporter
Yep.
um is
Hey,
that
here's a quick sidebar. Is that worth getting the subscription for that, guys?
Yes.
I
It
think so,
is.
yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, there could be some really dry and dusty stuff in there, don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
it's worth the 6, 7, 8 articles a year. Plus, I feel good about having one more uh, you
Oh,
know,
price guide.
price guide that is not owned by the evil
Whitman.
empire.
It's not owned by Whitman. Yeah.
But this is, this guy, I don't know
Oh,
what he spends on advertising. This is Emporium, and I'm sure a lot of people have walked by his table because he's at pretty much all the nationals.
Yeah,
So it's just kind of funny because he buys 6 pages every month. And when you go to him, it's funny because he's like, well, here, take a copy of basically this list. And I'm like, can you just send me a PDF? Can I get a link? And because yeah, no, he's an old schooler though. It's fun. It's kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
it's
yeah.
fun like that.
Yeah.
I know. I just was looking at the comments. Maple Leaf Numismatics said that he went to the Royal Canadian Numismatic Association convention recently.
Oh, that
Cool.
is
That would
nice.
be cool to go to because I will say I'm a little hesitant because of the tariffs to be making big purchases on eBay from my usual people that I've bought from before for Canadian notes. So I might just have to plan a trip and go to a great looking, currency show up north of the border
And
sometime.
then illegally bring them back into the States without
I don't know
paying
what you're talking
Canadian
about.
tariff.
I don't know
Right.
what you're talking about. I don't know.
Well, I know you're going to get you're going to get a. I mean, the whole tariff thing. Yeah, I mean, they say it. I mean, no matter what, you're like all the auction houses are saying, be warned, you're going to get an extra charge. And it's like trying. I actually followed the link, trying to figure out what that is good luck on that. You're just like, you could buy it, and it's like you owe me $500 that you're
Wow.
paying for tariffs. I have no idea.
Wow.
It could be $4. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know
But
either.
I
Um,
know it was for that grading to send up to CCCS for the grading. That I sent it wrong the first time, and they're like they rejected it. They're like where the grader up there in Quebec had to like they wanted like a ton of money for
oh,
tariffs.
for all of yeah,
Yeah, and he rejected it and said, "Hey, you got to write for service grading only will be returned to sender." So,
yeah.
anyways, no, no. All right,
Wow.
that's
Well, that's
perfect.
good
Emilio,
information.
Emilio says the Numismatic event in Madrid is in June, about 80 tables, mostly coins and some world paper money. Said he enjoyed it.
So, yeah, in talking to Emilio, what's up, Emilio? And if you still haven't watched, I'm going to plug Emilio because if you still haven't watched mine, I'm on another channel plugging my shit, but I don't care because I'm a narcissist. You guys know this. But the conversation with Emilio is so good. I mean, he's got such a passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sits kind of behind the eight ball where he's at, and he's a U.S. banknote for the most part, like all he dabbles in other stuff. But Emilio, you said that there's a big one, like the biggest currency show in Europe coming up, in the Netherlands. So,
Yeah.
so throw something in on that. Hey, time is a human construct.
I know he dropped a video today and it
Did he
was
really?
pretty amazing. Yes, I
Damn.
highly recommend everybody to go over there.
Okay.
It's a fancy, but it's a fancy on a gold certificate, and
Oh,
that is
cool.
very impressive.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
Oh,
impressive. So,
and I've got a YouTube channel crush on him, like I do YouTube gentlemen, because he mixes in every one. He's got some fabulous notes.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, he does coins, but I'll forgive him. Um, and also he's mixing in history. He's got good production, good folks. If you haven't, just subscribe to him and support
Yeah.
him and watch his videos. But
Yeah.
no going on strike for like 4 months again. I get it. Life probably got in the way, and
Yeah.
you're
He actually has attended the show that I attend, the New Hampshire Coin and Currency Expo. We just were gabbing in the comments, and he said he couldn't make it this fall, but anyway, he is local and he's gone to that show, and I don't know what he thinks of it really, but I haven't been to many coin shows, but just kind of surveying the dealers there. The majority of the dealers, and when I say the majority, like 90% of them said that for New England, at least, they think it's the best coin show in New England.
Okay.
Um, so it's kind of nice to know that because I don't really feel like driving to Connecticut or Rhode Island for a show if it's not going to be that great.
or
Right.
worse, driving into masshole land. I
Yeah, I
mean,
guess that used to be Bay State used to be the real big one, and a lot of people love that one, but they said that's changed quite a bit. So anyway, yeah.
See, Sneaky Pierre says he's going to the Baltimore Whitman show next
oh,
week.
Yeah,
next week, yeah,
yeah,
hey, it's that time of fall year, yeah.
Cool.
yeah. I think I'm going to fly down to that someday. In the next couple of years, I think that'd be a great show to go to.
It's a
Yeah,
good show. It's worth. I mean, it's if you're within driving distance, I highly suggest going to it. And I know Sneaky Pierre is.
nice.
All right. Well, Dean.
Emilio has put your answer up, Dan.
Oh, he
Oh,
did.
there you go.
Next year, and yeah, I can't say that. My wife is Dutch, so she'd be able to read it.
Yeah.
Um, she's a 100 proofer. I polluted her whole family. They hate me.
That's
Most
awesome.
people do. May and September. Nice. But
Cool.
that confirm, is that true? That's a huge show, Emilio? We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. What are you going to do, Dean?
Well, I wanted to know your guys' experiences of your shows, especially, just like I think I told you guys this already in conversation that nobody wanted to really be interviewed. They were willing to talk with me and answer my questions, but they did not want to do it on camera. They didn't even want me to take audio of that. It was really strange. I always asked if I could take a picture of an item or a video of an item, and the majority of folks were okay with that. There was a couple, as my high school biology teacher used to say, knuckleheads, who just like went out of their way to like make up weird stories of why they don't want you taking a picture of their stuff, and that's fine. If he just said no, I would have been fine with that, but it was just interesting, especially after your interaction you had with that gentleman that didn't want to sell you a note, which is weird. And Ontario, I don't know if you came across any crusty folks, but I know you've been in this for a long time and you have a very unique way of dealing with those folks.
Yeah. Well, you run across them every once in a while, and
Yeah,
depending on how they react and also what kind of mood I'm in, I've just sort of told them, some of them, well, you have a nice day and just lay the thing down and walk off. I just don't want to deal with that. Life's too
yeah,
short to deal with people like that. They usually get the message when you just walk away.
yeah.
But Dan, you got to tell that story about the guy and the not wanting to sell you the note, and I got to hear that again.
Well, I mean, I'll try to go quickly. My deal is, and I learned this from other folks. When you go to a show, it is kind of a good strategy. One, you should have a list, right? When you go to a show,
Yep.
Right.
and there's two lists I have. One, it's literally physically written down, and then there's always my bucket list that you might run into a note. I'm foreshadowing a little bit of what I got. So,
Yep.
but yeah, so I do the roam, and I get to this one table, and the guy, I'm looking for a 1914 $100 blue seal from Minneapolis Federal Reserve. And you just don't see them that often. And it was a good price. It was a good grade. I think it was like a 2025. It was at a very fair price. As a matter of fact, I would have probably paid $100 to $200, no problem more. So I'm like, do you take electronic payment? I'm sorry, I'm not a crack dealer as much as I say I do crack. I just use but I'm like, and he's like, it just, as soon as he turned around, I'm like, you're the cranky old SOB. You need to hurry up and die so the guy helping you can take over this. Nonetheless, it was just, he was cranky, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but talking back and forth, and I'm like, can I give you a check? I'll take the risk. I will give you a nope, cash only, cash only. And so obviously somebody witnessed me there, as we found out from the other video and or
Yep.
round table. But I wasn't yelling, but I'm not gonna back.
Heated.
I'm like the guy, you can just say no politely and don't be an ass.
Right. Right.
And these guys, you run into them, you do run into them. And I don't get, and so, there's other experiences. I had a really good one with this two other dealers that were good. But it's like, Dean, you go in there, and I've pretty much quit thinking about filming or
Yeah.
taking pictures. I'm not even
Yeah.
asking anymore
I
because
don't.
it's hard no. And I'm like, I'm gonna expose you. And yeah, I don't say I do say I'm a YouTuber, but I don't say this or that.
Right. 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 Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
say I'm Dustin Whitty and move on. And
Well, it's just I get disappointed because some of the stories that I hear, or some of just the interactions, like so I'm looking for a 1923 legal tender $1 star note, and so I
Yeah.
went up to one dealer and I asked him if he had any. And he just kind of stopped what he was doing, and I was like the only one at his table, and he was just like, that's a really cool one-time note to have for a collection. And I was like, yeah. So I've been looking for one, and we just got to talking, and I said, well, there's one on eBay right now. I think it's in um, fine 15, I think, for $700. And he just started shaking his head. He's like, nope, no, don't do that. Get a better one. Get something that's, VF. He said you can do better than that. Yes, it'll be more expensive, but he said if you're just gonna for a one-time note, especially a star note like that, he said yeah, just spend the extra money. So it was just kind of a nice interaction. But he was like, yeah, I don't want to do any recording of that or discussion of that or that it's just kind of a cool or kind of a fun little
Right.
collection, if you will.
Right.
And I wanted to ask him, well, what are some of the other notes that you would think of for that? And he's like, yeah, no, no, no. I'm just like, okay, conversation over.
But it
Oh,
is
wow.
it is great advice. I mean, because especially
Yeah, yeah,
you guys, most of you know that I'm down in once those notes start to go up, my grades start to go down. But there's a few notes out there that it's like, yeah, and that's one of them. Those red
yeah,
sealed legal tenders, small or large, they need to have that red. They need to have some good eye appeal. It's
Right.
just
Right.
it is worth it to
yeah.
get a
Well,
little bit more better grade.
I
So.
will say at this show, I only ran into nice people. I will say that.
It's
I didn't
good.
run into any cranky people
Yeah,
this.
I mean that
Yeah,
one guy was the only cranky guy.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
run it. That's very rare. But you,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I
because
think out of mine, I think I only had two guys that were really kind of cranky. Otherwise, it was fine.
yeah, the guys I mean, it's like again, I go around the horn and it's like the guy from Emporium, his name's Ed, and he's a good guy, but he's total old school. So when I
Yeah,
stopped, I mean, I'm asking for specific notes, and he's got I think three tables, at least two.
probably
He's got
do.
a ton of currency, a
Yeah.
ton,
yeah.
and he was that guy that was got ripped off at Central States two.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's bad.
But regardless, it's he. He's like, "What are you looking for? All right, what else do you want? What else do you blah blah?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, I go ahead. This is my first time around. I'm doing the room. I'll be back. No, what can I get you to? What can I do to get your sale today? Really hardcore." And he did have one note that I'm like, "Holy crap, he does have." But again, I'll get to that. So
yeah.
it was
Well,
good.
that's actually really good, kind of because I'm assuming Ontario does the same thing. I think I do the same thing. So if I don't think we have any newbies on today, but it's always nice to hear what other people want to put in the comments. But that is what I do too. I try to hit every table. I have my list with me. I hit every table, see what I want. Hey, Big Apple just
Big
joined.
Apple.
Big
Nice,
Apple.
awesome. And then I kind of have a list going in my head, or I put it in a little memo on my phone of which tables I want to go back to and be able to see if I can make a couple deals or not.
And
Right.
can I stop you for 1 second?
Yeah,
If
go for it.
you're at one
Yeah.
of the big shows, yes, take a picture of where you're at.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's very easy to lose
Hmm.
track at
Absolutely.
a big
Yeah.
show. That's actually so
You're at
again,
the
somebody
fun.
else told me that, and I'm like, oh,
You're
thank you.
at the fun show. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
Yeah.
have to.
yep. But I mean,
Wow.
it's like you just gotta, and then like that ad guy. So if you get an older guy that's giving you the pressure, the used car sales technique is what it was, and I'm like, Ed, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I've got, but anyways, it's fun. It is
Yeah.
fun. I'm going to catch up on a couple comments here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One attitude cancels the other, Star Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, it really does. It's like,
It
sorry.
does.
Sneaky Pierre. Yeah, we were talking about this, Sneaky Pierre, that the Whitman show in Baltimore, it's gotten lighter. He was talking about that. I think he went to the spring show also and said it's gotten lighter for currency,
Hmm.
that it's gotten lighter. So, and yeah, time is a human construct. Yeah, he's got a few hobbies and allegedly a life and a career. Why are you letting getting that in the way of my enjoyment of your video?
Yeah, your videos. Yeah.
You're a selfish guy. I might unsubscribe. No, that's not true. I won't at all. But no, I get it.
Oh,
I totally get it. So
Yep.
I
yeah.
appreciate what you do. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, I think we got like 14 people watching, and they probably came here not just to hear us talk. They probably want to see some stuff. So I don't know if you wanted to go first, Dan, with some of the stuff that you picked up, or oh no, look at that, Ontario jumped right in.
Ontario's
I love
coming
it.
out of the gate.
I love it. I
Coming
love
out
it.
of the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look
a
at that.
that's a
That is.
beauty of a
I,
note.
s- I saw
Can you
that.
spotlight him, Dean?
How do I do that, Dan?
All right. So hover on the screen and you should see a little button come up in one of the corners. I think it's the upper right that says spotlight. And Should be a dotted button.
Dot, dot,
Well,
dot.
of course I am on a
Oh, a Mac.
iPad Pro, so I'm not really sure how to do that.
All right.
Of course. Um,
It's still, I bet it's there though somewhere. It's okay.
yeah,
You can
I will
still,
try to find it.
yeah, I mean, it's hover on it or do something or tap on it, whatever you got to do with your,
Oh,
I'm a Mac guy.
there you go. Spotlight for everybody.
Ah, there
You
you
got
go.
to hold your
Nice.
finger down, folks.
I'll give you a finger to hold down, Dean.
There you go.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that. That
nice.
is
I
just stunning. Wow.
walked up to a table and I said, "How much is that?" You know, it was just too pretty to walk past that.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is.
just that steam ship, that side
Yeah,
wheel. I mean, look at that
I
engraving, the
know.
flags. I mean, that's and the detail. Man,
Yeah.
let's
I
see
just
that
love,
anchor because that's
I
cool
just
too.
love all the colors too on it.
Yeah, that's what I like about obsoletes is you get a lot of various colors on notes. It's just really cool.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah, that's what's is there a reverse at all, or is it just
no,
a
no,
blank?
it's blank
Yeah,
on it. No,
yeah,
no.
I can see why that is truly a showstopper.
yeah,
That's
You're walking by and you're like, oh, breaking your neck, turning around.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It was like whiplash.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the anchor. So this is out of Michigan. That's funny.
So at your show, Ontario, you bought a lot of obsoletes. Is that
Bought
that's
a
correct,
lot of
right?
obsolete. So let me show you a couple of those. I've got I went our state archives was actually selling some of the Bank of the State of South Carolina notes.
Can
Hmm.
I,
There's a
can I
long
ask you?
story. Yep.
Can I ask you a question? Because
Hmm.
I keep forgetting. When you say state archives,
Yep.
that is part of this. That is, I'm assuming they work for the state of South Carolina.
Yes. Yes, they
So
do.
because the Bank of State of South Carolina, they are the owners of those notes, correct?
Yes.
State still is, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they were, and there's a long story about it. I won't go into it now, but
Right, right.
there were about 40 boxes of these notes. I'll just summarize in the 1880s, I believe it was, that was supposed to be destroyed, and they never were. And they were sort of rediscovered in the 1960s, and they've been slowly released into the marketplace. That's the short version.
Man,
Wow, that's
they
cool.
got
So,
some micro print going on in the signature
yeah,
areas. That's an
Yeah,
American banknote company, yeah.
yeah.
Or at least micro print for that. That's
yeah.
Well, for that time period, yeah,
That
yeah.
time period, I love all this in the background over here on the left too, with the 10 and the
yeah,
portrait, or X rather. But they were selling a note like that. Well, they were selling it for 35 bucks. So,
yeah. It's
you
awesome.
know, this also, I've got one, but I just couldn't pass up a $4 bill for 35 bucks.
I
It's
hate you for
amazing.
that because that's on my list.
Well,
It's amazing.
I hate that I love Ontario. That's the real story, guys.
that's
Yep.
stuff like that.
Man.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
that's not a
cool.
tear, that's a cut cancel
Oh,
on that.
that's a cut
Yeah,
cancel. That's
Yeah.
that's they did that. It got a little too close to that corner, but anyway, that's what it is.
yeah.
And I like this note. That's a nice note there.
So I
That is
wonder
pretty
who's that
cool.
supposed to be? What year was that?
That, you mean him?
No, the guy on the left. I'm like, is that like
Oh, that's Calhoun.
that's Calhoun
Oh,
I
really?
think
Caesar
it's Calhoun.
style?
I
Yep,
think
I was wondering.
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh, serial number too, 26. How about
yeah.
that?
It's a binary.
It's
Yeah,
binary. I love this note.
I like this
Yeah.
Man,
note.
What's cool about this note too is you can find two varieties of it. You have the very kind of ornate 10, the big
Yes,
red 10 there. And then
yes,
there's the other one out there that's not as ornate as that. And I'm glad you got this note because it's
correct.
just really cool.
Correct. And I'd have to look it up, but on some of these, there is also one without any overprint. Now, I'm not saying there's one in on this note, but many of them there are.
Yeah.
Won't be any overprint at all. So
I don't see any cancellation on that. That's pretty cool. There's no
I don't
stamp or
either.
anything
I
on
don't
that.
think there's any
Yeah.
hold it up to the light over here, but no, I don't see a cancellation on it at all. No.
That's pretty cool.
Well, let you guys show something next. I'll
I love those ships. Those are just.
All right, I'm going to show just one, and then I'll move on to you, Dean. Kind of rotate.
Just a second here. Let me see if I can get back here.
Oh, you got to unspotlight them.
Yep. I'm going to spotlight you then. See if that works.
All right.
I'm
So
hoping it
this
does.
is one of those times, and this is not a money show, coin show pickup, but this was on Heritage, and I had to get it
oh, wow.
because
Yeah.
this is a bucket, what I call a unwritten down bucket list note, but it's one of those things where it's the 1886 silver certificate, the Morgan back, and it just had good color. Yeah, there is definitely problems on it. It's not a net. I think it probably should be,
Hmm.
but it's good color, good visual for a 15. And I wish the back is like everything else, tougher,
Yep.
the rusts and the splits. But you can certainly still see it. But this was a bucket list, and this is one of those times where it's like, did I really want to buy that note? Maybe not. I'm gonna see if my Zoom works here. Yeah, it does.
Yep. Pang wrote, interesting how much designs they put into the notes back then. And you're absolutely right. Like, especially some of these notes, like, look at the design here. It's very impressive.
I mean that's I mean 1880s, whatever denominations you were getting, certainly
Yeah.
certainly had it going on. And this again, going back that the color,
Oh
the
yeah.
blue and the serial numbers is still holding strong. The red seal. I mean, it's a classic note. It just is. Yeah, and I'm very glad, but it was not purchased at a dealer or I was auction.
It was an auction. Yeah.
It was
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
it on Heritage, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly. Yeah.
And since we got Big Apple in the house, I said, well, since I've got that, I got to do this. This is what I got to do. Put that off
There you
there,
go.
and we got to put that right down on there.
Time is a human construct. Just said, amazing note. Now you need to pair it with the 1886
Do
Morgan,
what?
and there you are.
Ah.
And this is thanks to Big Apple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Big Apple, he's a jerk, but he's very generous. And I'm like, hey, would you happen to have one? I'm looking for one, and it's yeah, you gotta pair it. And it's like, yeah, I'm not a coin guy, but Big Apple, you did give this to me. I'm not gonna say I bought it because I did not. You gave it to me.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
really, really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Very-
there's the story. I'm out. You go on. You go, Dean.
Oh, I thought you did. Did you pick up anything at the show that you wanted to show, or do you
Oh
want to
yeah. I
show
mean,
those a
you
little
want me to
later?
just go right on through? Yeah.
It's whatever you want to do. I know that we got up to 17 folks now, so they want to see the money.
All right. All right. So kind of, since Ontario went with the obsoletes, I will go with the obsoletes. So we got a local bank, and I have the one that is out being graded right now, and it's literally I'm trying to get a delivery made. But this is the Dayton Bank of St. Paul,
Oh, nice.
Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
And they made a one, which I have. It's already been outgraded, and a two. And these are uniface, so there's nothing on the back, but you can see how thin they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about it, good design. I don't like the two as well as everything else, but I do want to do this because
Yeah.
I
can
know.
you see that hairdo going on? Can
I
you
know.
see that?
He looks like he's either from the Lollipop Guild
Yeah,
or an Oompa Loompa. It's
right.
one of the two. Couldn't tell you. I do want to say a quick hello to Chris from Rhode Island who just hopped on. Chris, I owe you a package. It'll be coming soon to you. Thank you for the notes that you sent me.
And so the five was also available, and the dealer was actually Dean Bartosh, the whatnot guy I had on a while back.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And he had the five also. different. I don't care about who grades the note. I really don't care about EPQ, PPQ.
Right.
But they're really cool notes. And again, local, St. Paul, Minnesota, got that National Bank thing. So a big neighborhood in St. Paul called Dayton's Bluff. And if you're from St. Paul, everybody knows Dayton's Bluff. That's named after this guy. And he made the mistake of opening up his bank in 1856. And the Panic of 1857 hit the next year and wiped him out. So
Yeah,
there's that. So I was able to complete a little mini collection. So that was a
that is
big
pretty
deal for
cool.
me. And
And
now we're really going to have some fun. This
those
was a
those
re
let me ask you a question, Dan. Those Dayton Bank notes, they're not expensive either, are they?
no, those run about 200, 250 each
Okay.
for that grade, but you can find them easily 50 to 100 depending on.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You can
just
find
wanted to
them.
let folks know you don't have to pay a lot of money for some of these.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
So this one I'm really gonna, I got my first polar bear note.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I saw this and I had to get it. I mean, come on. And if you don't know what a euro is, I will be explaining that in my next video. But the reason I really got this was because, come on, polar bear.
Yeah.
But the real reason I got it was it's
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
come on, it's a binary.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a true binary.
A true binary. So I had to get that just alone for Dean. That's just for
Oh boy.
laughs. Stuff that you can also find. This is Emilio's on, and I can't stand Emilio because Emilio, says, "Hey, there's another cool note that you got. It's a World War II note." And I'm like, "Oh." So it's like I look into this, and since my wife is Dutch, I think I had to get it. Great story behind this note. It's not worth, I think it's less than $50, but I got it because I had to. This is why Emilio had
Oh,
to. It
cool.
goes to my World War II collection, but
Oh,
it goes to
Yeah.
my
wow.
battleship
Nice.
collection.
Nice.
I don't think this is a battleship. I'm pretty sure not, but I'm going to call it one. But look at that. Look at the artwork on that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just the fun ones. Then I'm going to save those. So I'm going to go real quick through these. I better get my camera back out. So I decided to start a little collection and try to finish it. And Dean helped me with this. One of the notes he bought for me at one of his local dealers was
Oh yeah.
putting together a star note, solid star from 1928 and 34s. And I wanted to get like, as many denominations as I can, along with the different colors. So there's the 1928 Silver Certificate star. And again, tell you that Ricky collection means a lot. That makes this so much more valuable. Then I had to pick up 1928G, which is the last year they made a solid star note, by the way, 1928G. That's like well almost into the 50s, by the way, even though it's still Series 1928.
Right.
Love seeing that solid star. It's super cool. Can't stop there. Got to keep going. Let's get a one with a 5, 1934. And so there's our reds and blues. Well, we got to have a gold.
There you go.
That's nice.
Gotta
So
have it.
putting out the gold certificate. Again, mini collection. I will probably sell off my normal 10 without a star because I'm like, I don't need two, I
Right.
don't need two notes. So that's, how cheap I am. Minneapolis star note with a little lime green action.
Nice.
That's a nice note.
It's a nice note, but it's a tough 25. Talk about your
Yeah.
grade, right? Talk about your grading difference. I mean, two 25s right there.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Yeah.
both 25s, supposedly.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not done because there was one more color left to get. And this is the one I bought from Ed from Emporium, and he was beating me up something fierce.
Ooh.
This
Oh
is
yeah.
this is where you talk a Federal Reserve banknote, which this is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of of
Yeah.
small size banknotes, but they got a great story.
Yes.
But I had to get all the colors, and these are rare from Minneapolis. They are actually very rare. This This is, well, I'll throw it. It's a $900 note. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
If I wanted to beat up, Dean saw it. If I wanted to beat up and I'm like, Dean, I don't know if I can afford, I'm gonna get a New York because they're cheaper or whatever. Dean's like, no, don't do it, Dan. And he was right. Stick with
Yep.
the Minneapolis. And my one example that Dustin Whitty was kind enough to give me, he gave me this, sold me this large size star note. It's the only large size star I got. So
Pretty
that's
cool.
it for the star note collection. But in completing another set, we have,
Nice.
again, this is a great example. And what I look at is, well, you start to get, these aren't terribly expensive. They're easy to find, but I'm frugal. And believe it or not, I'm not the, probably get some comments for this, but this isn't my favorite series. There's something about it that it's like, yeah, I get all the beauty and all that kind of stuff, but it's got good eye appeal. And this
It
seal,
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
these seals, you'll see it coming up on the $2.10 that fades even more. So I had these two notes. And again, I'm just like, whatever. The backs are fine on these. I'm not even going to show them. But this is where at the coin show, at the money show,
Oh
I'm
boy.
I'm walking around and I see this note, and this is like it's on my mental bucket list, and I had to get it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. That's a
So
beauty.
it's got really good visual eye appeal for a 15 details on it. What's the details? I don't even know because I don't care. Masked rust, whatever that is, I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
they
know.
cleaned it up somehow or
Maybe,
something.
yeah. But
Yeah.
this was a note that I didn't think I'd been looking for it for literally years.
Yeah.
The $2,000 plus note. A dealer had it, and it was actually a father-son guy, and they only go to the local shows around the upper Midwest. So it was cool. It was very satisfying getting this note and completing that because I didn't think I'd have. I'm getting closer and closer to completing my ones, twos, and fives large size type collection. So that's
That's
it.
cool.
That's what I got.
That's
That's
nice.
cool, Dan. Yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't too boring.
No, it was fantastic.
Not at all.
Uh, yeah. Here, I'm gonna go over to me now so I can show hopefully what I got here if I can do this.
Oh, Sneaky Pierre, by the way, thank you for that. FYI, print run on that Minneapolis 20 was
12,000.
only 12,000. 12,000. That's tiny.
Let's see if this works. As I got a lot to show you in some ways. I got my light right here.
Yeah, this is the fun. It took me a long time to figure out the lighting in this camera and when you
Yeah,
when you go live.
yeah. So yeah, at my show that I went to, I wasn't looking for something that big of a note, Dan, but that's very cool. I'm glad you shared that. But I was looking for, my Morgans. Obviously, I was looking for a lot of those, and I got two to show you, and then the rest is currency. But yes, so I did upgrade. Um, this is a 85S 63. I had a 61 and I wanted to upgrade it. You could tell that it is a 63, very easy, especially on her face there.
Yep.
But overall, I think it has a great eye appeal. Really beautiful luster for an 85S because sometimes they can have not so nice luster because that's when San Francisco was kind of not doing the same quality as it was when they were making the 78, 79, 80, 81, and 82S.
Yep.
But it's a nice coin, and I'm really glad I was able to upgrade it, and or upgrade what I had
How'd you go about upgrading that, Dean? I mean, in their story with that?
with the 85S.
No, I mean you
Um,
had it, and did you stay where you were at, or was there going back and forth on that, or is that this coin?
No, so really both. So like we said before, I spotted this one first, this 89S. It's a 64. I had a 63, but I know it has this little carbon spot, or it looks like carbon spot maybe, or just toning on both the cap there and then in her hair. But the one that I had toning all along the rim, and I really wouldn't call it toning. It really looked like it was brown. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It just looked like tarnish, really, really bad.
Yeah.
And it was a 63, and I thought, and I had gotten a deal on that coin, so I thought, this one here, the luster is just really nice, really clean cheek. If I can get it here, just little contact marks there.
Right.
So when I saw this, I thought this was a great coin to upgrade, especially the reverse here. There's like really not that many
Wow.
contact marks. And both coins had decent strikes. This one, I think, has this comparable strike. You got a little toning there, nice little cobalt blue, but again, that really doesn't add any value here. But it was just a great example. So I had said to the dealer, how much you looking for out of this? He had I think the price was like 850 or something like that, which was really way overboard. And I paid a lot less than that, which wasn't too bad. And then the other dealer I spoke to that had the 85S, he he said, "Well, do you have any coins that you're selling?" And I said, "Well, actually, I have another 85S. It's a mid-state 61." And so he said, "Well, would you be willing to go get it and come back because you said you only live 10 minutes from the coin show?" So that's what I ended up doing was
Yeah.
I
Thought that
grabbed
was cool.
yeah, so that's why everybody the other day I got a little bit of a live because I was literally in between going for or coming back from the show and then grabbing my coins so I could go to the show and sell them. And I'm glad I did because I was able to purchase both these coins with the money that I brought to the show. Then I sold the 85S, 89S, and a my one and only peace dollar that was kind of straggling. Um, and then I was able to buy a lot of currency. But before I show you that currency, I wanted to just show you guys some really nice. This is my $1 Canadian
That's beautiful.
collection, and this is from 1898. I hope Maple Leaf's still on. I really hope Maple Leaf Numismatics are on because he's probably going to really appreciate these. Um, and this note I had been looking for a long time. I just love this vignette here. It's just so Canada. It's so New England where I live. All the lumberjack. I'm sure even Minnesota, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Like this is something that you'd expect to see.
Yes.
And it's just so cool. And to get this, I got this at auction. But this is just a great note, and I love the reverse too. I know for some people it's a little too simple, but to me, I think that's what's nice about it. It's just a nice, you have the Parliament building here, and then you just have this beautiful Galesh. Is that right, Dan? Galesh. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just
Or
yeah,
spirograph works for me too.
spirograph. Yeah.
Ha!
So
The
it's
things
just
you can do with it, it's
that's
amazing.
right. So it's just cool, and I kind of like it when there's two. I don't know. The more people on the note, I think it's kind of fun sometimes. So it's just really cool.
That is,
So
I mean,
anyway,
that is a stunner. That is,
A beautiful note.
yeah,
yeah.
especially for a 25, because the next note I'm going to show you is a 30, but you're going to see the crease is a lot more obvious. And that's why it just fascinates me the grading. But anyway, so yeah, this is a note that I'll probably never get rid of. I just love this note. This is from 1917, $1. It is a binary and it is a repeater because of the 060606. Not the reason why I bought it. I just thought it was really, really nice. And the crease on her profile is not too bad. I think I might try to get another one of these someday with a little bit
Okay.
nicer, but it's not that bad.
If you know Dean,
Yeah,
Dean hates anything on the face.
I
He
do.
like, oh, I'm sorry, it's a millimeter on a microscopic amoeba.
Yeah,
Nope.
well, like we've talked about this, and I'm just going to say it. So I made all my mistakes with coins because I started with coins,
Oh yeah, there
and
you
I
go.
and I just I'm going to be picky when it comes to my currency that I'm collecting, and this one, I just didn't think it was too bad. Like I
No,
don't think
it
it's too
isn't.
bad.
No, it's
And
not.
plus, with
Yeah,
that note, with that serial number, I
yeah,
mean, the serial number is more than just a bonus. That's
right.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And then again, a
Oh,
nice
nice.
reverse here, again with Parliament, and it's just no omnibus on this one, Dan, but
No, but it's
still
still
very cool.
awesome.
Very nice.
Still
That's the
very
one that
very cool.
burned, right? That burned.
Yes, yes. You can see here where it was previously mounted, which is one of the things.
Yeah.
But again, a great note. Not that expensive, so it's just really I don't know. I wish people looked at the well. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe don't look at them because I want to keep buying them.
Well,
So, but it's
and
just funny to me because like the American notes that are large size from the same time period, in a 30 is probably double the price that this note is, and
Right.
it's just interesting to me. But I get it. It comes down to how many collectors, how popular it is, and things like that.
By the way, Tyler has joined us, guys.
Oh, awesome.
I'm out.
Nice.
I'm way out.
You're way out.
Night,
Yeah.
everybody.
So this
Oh,
note, no one has seen yet except for you guys. I
Okay.
won this on
Oh,
Heritage.
yeah. This
And
is
well, of course, I just
well,
drop
just
maybe
throwing
it.
away.
um,
53.
and I just this note is awesome. For me, it's awesome.
No, it is. It's an
This is
awesome
yeah.
period.
So this is the common one. It has the black seal here. But search eBay. I could not find another 64 EPQ. There's plenty of 64s and 63s, but none of them had the EPQ. And again, I just really wanted this to be the best example I could find. And then the hilarious thing is, I saw one at the show, and it was a 64 EPQ, and it just did not look as nice as mine. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take it.
Well, I mean
Not
So it's so cool.
that's the last of the Canadian Dominion issues, right? Large size.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And this is, of course, King George V here. The reverse is pretty neat too. Again, it's just that classic look. And then this is the only part of the building, right, Dan, that
Yeah.
was still standing after. I think
The
it's the
it's the
library. Yeah.
library.
Yeah. I always mix it up. I want to call it the archives, but it's not. It is the library.
I think
So
it's interesting that the Canadian Banknote Company story.
yeah. So Winston Doubles on here saying, not that expensive. Those things are steep. I purchased this on Heritage for 690 some dollars with that's with the buyer's premium. So I was very lucky. Nobody showed up to that auction that night. And so yes, I'm very happy to
happy.
get this. But the reason why I wanted to show you these notes is just to show you my $1 collection. But this note here was one that I wanted to come for a long time because I am trying to put together, and these are much lower grade, but these are a lot of fun.
Oh,
So I got this
deal.
at the show. This is a green seal. So you'll notice, if I can get this right up here is the other one is the black seal. This is the green seal. And he said very good. I tend to agree with him. There's I don't know if I have my light here. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can show you. It's got some tears, along the edges, just some frays.
Handling.
Yeah, just down here as well. It's just it's a great note. I thought, especially for
Yeah.
the price, $50. And I did not pay $50 for it, which was kind of nice because he had a stack of these all different colors. And when I say colors, I mean the seals.
Yeah.
Right.
And I really there's 6 different colors for the seals, and I do want to try to put that little collection together. If this note was a 64 EPQ, it would have gone for a lot more than what I paid for the other one that I showed you.
Well, I think you could get the
Yeah.
purple seal in the 64 EPQ, by the way.
That's not a note that I would ever be able to afford, but it's still cool.
But that's what
Um,
makes these $1. I mean, I would
yeah,
say if you're only going to get one
yeah,
Canadian large size, it's a cool note. This is it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and like I said, for $50, he had a whole stack. He only had green. Well, I don't want to ruin it. But he had a bunch of different ones, and then yes, you would have laughed at me, Dan, because I took the ones with the best
Face.
portraits,
Yeah, of
the
course.
best portraits.
And I make fun of that because
Yeah,
it's fun to make fun of Dean, but he's
yeah,
not wrong. I mean, that's good. That's solid advice
Well, it's
because
eye
what do you
appeal.
look at
It's eye
first?
yeah,
What do you
yeah,
look
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So of course I got the green one. So then Christmas is coming, so I had to get the red one
at?
too.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's some good ink. That's nice.
Yes, this one was nice and bright. That's one of the reasons. So he had three of these, but this was the brightest and had the best portrait. And so again, I said, I got to get this note. My wife at the time was with me at the time, and she was looking at me like I was crazy because she's like, "What are you buying? And why
Well,
are you buying so many of the same thing?" And I said, "They're not the same. They're not the same thing." So,
that's because you're a Morgan
um,
Dollar collector.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
By the way,
So,
Star ATL, your accidental Canadian battleship, that's one of the coolest, most beautiful notes you ever saw. So,
yeah,
come on.
That's
It's a
yeah,
beautiful.
great note.
yeah. This one, if I remember correctly, it just has some, edge tears, just along. It's nothing too bad. A significant crease in the back, but again, I don't really care.
Doesn't
It's
that
just a
amaze
great
you?
note, and it's just really with this note, with all these notes, it's really all about the seal for me.
Feel.
Look
Yeah.
at the difference on that crease. I mean,
Yeah,
you honestly
yeah,
barely see it on the front, but
yep.
it's broken the ink and the paper on the back.
Oh yeah, right here too. Yeah. Look at if I can get this. I don't know how clear that is, but you can, like you
Yeah.
said, the paper is all kind of fraying, if you
Yeah, it's
will.
broken. Yeah,
Um, Absolutely broken there. Yeah, but it's just not. So
that's a great
so
pick. That's
anyway, I
a
had the
great
had the
pickup.
red one,
Great
and
pickup.
so I had to then
Oh
get the
no.
bronze one.
Oh yes.
This is not
Yes.
purple; it is the bronze. I
No,
know
but
it.
you're inching up, obviously.
Yeah,
You can see it.
but just look how cool that is. That's
I,
just.
I want to see them all together before you're done the seals
I
before you.
will. Yeah,
Man, this is awesome.
yeah. This is the worst portrait out of the three. It's a little faded, but again, I don't know, like you were saying, Dan, like look at the little micro print. Well, it's not true micro print, but it's just
Right,
like
but it
the
is.
detail, what they
Yeah.
did here.
Yes.
It's just amazing. I don't know. It's
A long
and
time.
like I said, so I'm gonna put them all up. Well, let me show you the back first. This one does have a couple pinholes,
Oh,
um,
I wouldn't have
but
bought.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And this one's been previously mounted. You can see there on you can see a little glue residue right there on the ION of
Right.
Dominion of Canada. But that's really the only place I could see. And he was honest. He said, "Oh no, there's some more right there." He was honest. He pointed that out to me. Well, he didn't show me. He just said one of those notes has been previously mounted, and I just quickly looked and I said, "Yeah, it's not that big of a deal,
It's
for
the
me at
bronze
least."
seal. It's the bronze seal. Come on.
Yeah,
And who
yeah.
hasn't been previously mounted at one time in their
Right.
being honest?
At
Yeah,
least feel like it. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So it's funny. So he's got these prices on these.
Sorry, Dean.
I'm just gonna fly by that comment.
That was
So
awesome material,
so
man.
so it was $174 we had on it. Me being, I thought the guy was gonna be like, he was gonna fight me on it. So I said, would you take 170 just to kind of give me an even number? And he's like, I'll do better than that. You can have all three of them for $150.
Wow.
So I thought it was pretty nice. Yeah, they're not they're kind of problem notes, if you will, but look at that. You get the red, the green, and the bronze.
Well,
I
and to
think that's
go,
cool. And then, like I said, I have the black. So yes, I need to get the purple and the blue. And
That's
that's
cool.
a great collection.
that's yeah.
That's
So
that is
so yeah, that was fun. So, but it was funny because before I bought those notes, I was wheeling and dealing. So I had gone back to that one dealer to sell my coins from before, and the guy was only interested in one of them. So I went over to David Kahn coins and sold the other two, and they're great. I'm not plugging them, but they've always treated me well, and they gave me a fair price. so which then gave me the money to then bounce around with my wife at the at the show and start buying these notes. And if she didn't think I was crazy buying those three notes, she certainly thought I was a little nuts buying this.
No.
Nice.
That.
Bookend
Yeah,
binaries. Wow.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So this is a super radar.
Super radar.
Yeah, and what was cool about this note, I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, well, the guy sold his collection. This was part of a gentleman's collection. He had collected all of them were from the 2009 series. All of them were in the PCGS currency holders like this, and all of them were 65 and above. And they all were either one on the end, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. He had all of them. So
Oh,
they
wow.
all read, like he had a true well, the true binary I actually watched get sold. So it was literally 100000001, which was great. And he had the whole collection. So the ones that were left was he had the threes still, the fours, the fives, the sixes, the seven, and the nine. Somebody went right for that eight and right for the one, and somebody else bought the two. So I had to buy this one.
You
I
had
just
to. As
I
much,
did. Well,
yeah.
and then even my wife said to the guy, she said, "Well, we were married in 2009, so this note's like,
It
And
was
I do have this serial number on other notes, so that's kind of cool too. But
that's stellar. And
yeah,
I don't even care about serials, but
yeah,
that just pops. I mean, I like the zeros and sevens together that they
yeah.
stand out from each other.
Right.
And I don't know if I would send this out. We kind of talked about this the other night. We've talked about it before on our mini phone calls. So I had a 64 PPQ on a $2, and Dustin Whitty was nice enough to send it off to PMG for me, and it came back a 66 EPQ. So I don't know. It's like, do you keep it in this holder? There's nothing wrong with the holder. It's actually a very clean holder. I would say the gentleman that had these notes before sent them all in together and
Right.
for his collection, and it's just never like, look at how nice that. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you
There's no
can.
there's no scratches. So anyway,
You
anywho,
put it in a
Yeah.
sleeve and it will hold. I mean, it depends on what you think the value is.
yeah. It's not. I don't think it's very much like. And I didn't pay a ton for this. I will say when this dealer always likes to tease me because he knows I like zeros and sevens. He has a 19. I'm going to get the year wrong. Is it a 53 $5 legal tender, or would that be a 50?
Fine.
I think it's a 53.
So,
Um,
No,
Either way, it's from the
yeah.
50s, and it's a legal tender
No, that
$5.
means it's 28 because
Is
legal
it
tenders only were 28. They never had until 63.
okay? Anyway, yeah, it must be a 28 then. Um,
Red.
anyway, it's serial. The serial. It is red, yes, and it is a legal tender. It's serial number 7. And
Just
yeah, it's a very cool note for $5. And being serial number 7 is just so cool. I think he's asking like $5,200 for it.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a quick pause here and go.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll star ATL and time as human construct are going back and forth. And yeah, star ATL is like, I wonder how that guy
Yes.
got that set. And I will say this in talking to Dustin Whitty, someone who has 10 of those, they obviously had access to a bank I'll just leave it at that. And this is one of the things I think is one of the dirty secrets in the fancy serial numbers is that they're getting pulled way before they even see daylight. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a very cool collection. It was a very cool collection. And yes, I think it is David. David is his name. Really nice guy. Because time is a human construct. He goes to that show, and yes, David is a really really nice guy. Um, so the
wow, I
reason
didn't know we were
why,
going to have pornography tonight.
yeah. So this is technically my wife's note because again, I guess I got to start taking my wife to these shows. We walked in, they're like, "Hey, do you want to do the door prize?" I'm like, "I've been to this show before. No one's told me there's a door prize." They're like all over my wife, being like, "Oh, you got to fill out this paperwork at the door prize." And then we went to this one dealer where I did buy a note, and his wife was also a dealer, and she said, "Oh, you just bought a note. Come over here, dearie, so you can get a note, and we'll give it to you for free." So she picked this note out for free because of the story. And I'm not going to ruin the story because I know, Dan, you're planning on
The
doing.
story is semi-pornographic also, by the way, just FYI.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a version of it that
Oh,
the
okay.
shark and
Well,
the
I had the clean version.
that they kind of made that they made. But yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, no, I have the clean version. So
Yeah.
anyway, but anyway, it's a great little note. It's a $3. I don't own very many $3, so I think that that's just kind of cool. And I guess technically I don't own this. This is my wife's. But yeah, so she got this because I bought. This is the note.
The note.
The note, Dan.
Drum roll.
It's I don't think it's going to be a note that a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, that's cool." But for me, I've been looking for this note for about a year, and there was only 4 of them at the
Oh,
show.
Oh, there was 53 legals.
oh,
Yeah.
good. You got the mini porthole.
Yes, finally. And I think it's a really nice example. It's a 30, no
You
EPQ,
finally
but
pulled the trigger.
yes, I finally did. Um, I thought the portrait and the guys here, there's no creases on them that is really noticeable.
Wow.
The color really pops. Um, it is a 30. Um, I think it's sold. It could still be up on Great Collections. Maybe it's selling. Maybe it's going for sale or finishing up on this Sunday. There was a 35 PPQ, and people were like fighting over that thing. I think it was up to $1,200 last time I looked.
Oh,
And so I was like, well, that's out of my range, but I really wanted a nice example. And so when I saw this, the guy gave me a little bit of a deal. He was the crusty guy, but I don't know. I thought that there would be a lot of these at the show, and there literally I could only find 4. This was the only one graded out of the 4, and the other ones were not as nice as this. So,
yeah.
um, but
No,
I thought it was great. And I really wanted
that's
this. And you
beautiful.
can
Look at
see
the ink.
here on the reverse here, that's where you can see some of the creases,
Yeah.
but you can
And
see why it's a 30. But
look at the color on that, though. The ink color, so pretty on that.
yeah, it's to me it was a stunning note, and I paid up a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't think I'll be getting rid of this note anytime soon.
No, that's
And I have a really nice example of a black eagle from Dustin Whitty. I purchased from him. That's a extra fine 40, I think, or 40. Yeah, I think it's a 40. And so I just thought it would pair up really nice with it because both of them have great color, and it just really nice.
I mean, Dean has been looking for this note for at least a year, and
beautiful.
Yeah,
he,
I think I lost count of the
yeah,
auctions I lost.
Yeah.
I
the
don't
thing,
know why people were going nuts for it. I don't
well,
It's a great note, but
about
I
a year
just
ago,
thought,
this note was going up. I mean, it was going crazy.
yeah.
But what I always want to know, before the Lincoln porthole came out, did they still call this the mini porthole? That's my question.
Probably not.
Chew on that, everybody.
That's
Yep.
a good question.
Yep. There were a lot of Chiefs. I just felt like they were too expensive for
Right.
me at the time. There was a lot of $50 gold certificates from 1922. Again, they were just a little too pricey for me. Um,
Wow.
but this is just, so I when I saw this, I said I got to do it.
That's a
Enough
congrats,
waiting.
Dean. That's seriously,
That's a great note.
that
Yeah,
I know you've
yeah,
been hunting for
and
that
it's not that expensive. Like these are, I think that's what's great about these notes is like you can get a nice Black Eagle, you can get a nice mini porthole like this for relatively inexpensive, um, and you don't have to get it, as nice as this either. Just as long as it has good color, I think, right, Dan? Right,
guys.
Ontario?
The
Yeah.
blue's got a pop too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It still amazes me with this series when they discontinued the educational series, that they were able to pump out these 3 notes so quick. The Black Eagle, the mini porthole, and why am I forgetting the 5? The Chief. Hello. The
Yeah.
Chief. I mean, those they didn't have more than a year to design those. And that always makes me question our current Bureau of Engraving and Printing.
Yeah.
going, really? You can't
Yeah.
replace a portrait? You
Right.
can't put Spirit of 2026 on it or anything like that?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not go there, but that is fabulous.
I got
Nice.
one. I got one or two more if you want to.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I kind of hogged the time there, so
No, you did.
please
No, no, no. This
Yeah.
I just picked this up. This one was a little bit more.
let me
Yeah,
spotlight you. I just want to make sure because that's a great note.
You got to
I
zoom
picked
in
that
on
up
those 50s.
just because it was. I just love the engraving on it, and this is a good example of the note. I mean, I know the corner's missing, but I didn't care because just look at it.
Yeah,
That's
Just
good,
a
good, good. See if you can zoom in on the 50 with the cherubs making up the 50, because that engraving is just,
it's cool.
I mean, just the level of detail and the tail of the five, and that's
that's incredible.
amazing.
It's incredible. And I guess is my last one. Is the
Oh,
Yeah,
this one,
fantastic.
and I'm like, yeah, I gotta buy that one because I love the colors, and I have a $5 bill from this bank as well.
nice.
And the main
Excuse
reason
me.
for this one is the back.
Yeah, yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah, the Winston double. I mean, that just fascinates me, those cherubs, and I mean the amount of engraving that went into it. And
Uh,
oh, the
back.
Kentucky back. And
That's what.
these aren't off the chart. The Kentucky these Farmer Bank in Kentucky aren't off the chart crazy.
Yeah,
No, I this one was 150, and I can say, and that's a graded
Yeah,
note.
that's a nice grade, but it's not a real banknote. But whatever. When
Yeah, it
oh
wasn't
boy.
signed. Yeah, it didn't
I'm
show.
Yeah,
referring to the remainder for those of you who don't know,
Yeah,
there's folks out there that are like, if it's a remainder, which means it was unused,
yeah,
never issued, that they are like, that's not a banknote.
I'll just
yeah.
leave.
Did you see a lot that were graded Ontario for obsoletes?
Um, that's a good question. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Probably the majority of them were actually, now that I think about
Nice.
it. Yeah,
Nice.
they were.
Wow. That's as fun as that. That's great.
I
Well, I
know.
mean, yeah, it's just weird that we all had literally money shows where we had some good
Yeah.
pickups, and I'll admit that's kind of unusual for me to pick up three notes that are on a list. That's unusual for me, but
Well, I feel like sometimes you can, I don't know if you guys agree with this, you can almost overanalyze pictures on auctions or buy it nows on sites, to the point that you can go ahead and say it, yeah, that I do that. But
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes you can, and then you almost have to go to a show to hold it in hand to see if it's really what you want. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm just
yeah, it
talking weird
does.
now, but
No,
yeah,
it's
It
nothing like
does.
seeing it and holding it in your hand there.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I could have bought that $2 long time ago if I just you know didn't care um,
Hmm.
about what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I you did.
You
I
did
mean,
the right thing by waiting and shopping.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you passed up on a few that I'm like, well, whatever. It's his, not my collection. You
yeah.
know.
Well, some of it was being outbid too, right, Dean?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. Actually, quite a few times it was just being outbid,
Yeah. Yeah.
which makes sense because if it's got that eye appeal, like anything, it's going to draw a lot
Yep.
of bidders.
Sure.
Yep,
Certainly.
yep. Are there things you guys are looking for right now?
Well, it's funny you mentioned 1922 large 50 gold search. You said there were a lot there. There were none at my show.
Oh wow.
I was looking for them and looking for one, and so it was interesting. They must have all been up north this week.
Yeah, the lowest grade that I came across was a 20, and he wanted $1,900 for it, and I just felt like I could do better. And I didn't really want to spend all my money in one spot because my even my wife was making fun of me because one of the dealers that I was at had a 1894 S Morgan in a 62. I think it was a 62 or 61. I can't remember now. And they wanted $2,800 for it. It wasn't too bad of a price, but that would have spent all my money on
Oh,
one
your
thing.
money. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I really, and I do need that, but at the same time, I wanted to get some notes and
Change it up.
clearly, yeah, yeah.
For me, what I'm looking for is that again, I'm working on trying to complete the ones, twos, and fives. Um, don't know if maybe I'll never will complete them, but the ones are definitely completable. So my next one is I am hunting for a legal tender rainbow note, and I do have a
Mm,
line on one.
Ooh,
And that what?
I just said, ooh, nice note.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's one of those things where Tyler was on and we had talked about what's a type collection and can you get by with just the 1917? Sure, you certainly can. The rainbow kind of stuck in my craw and I added it to it. And I'm kind of going backwards too, but I'm going to finish those up. But it's like there's going after a $5 treasury note, and I really don't care what the back is, if it's the 1890 or 1891.
Yeah.
Uh, so those are some of the things that I'm looking for.
yeah,
And I want to complete that set, and I'm getting really close. But I am debating, should I go back and get both Marthas? Should I go back and get both treasury notes for the one and the five? Meaning
yeah,
the ornate back and plain back is for those treasury notes. So
Right.
yeah.
that's what I'm kind of on the hunt for. And miscellaneous whatever trips my trigger like a polar bear true binary.
There
Hey, it's good. I like it.
you go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the story on that one.
That's a weirdo. Yeah, gonna find out what a 0 euro is.
0 euro, yeah. I'm just looking through. So, Dan, there is a 1953 red seal. Looks like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was totally had my head up my ass, and
Yeah.
Sneaky Pierre's already right
he's
there.
on it. Yeah,
Twos and fives on that 1953.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Came out with the silvers. The 50s and FRNs came out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that's cool. I know. I'm glad so many people came on. I think we were up to 18 at one point there. So, yeah, thank you all for coming. I wonder if there are any questions or if you guys are going to
Oh,
any shows. I know.
I've got I might have to share this. I
Go
will do
for it.
this. I'm gonna plug. Give me a second to find.
Yeah.
See if I can. So, what's the most expensive note that I've ever held? Is with a question there.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good question. For me, it was $35,000. It's a great note, but I would put it down very gently.
I think about that. Hmm.
Oh, dang it. Can I? I don't think I can turn this. No, it won't let me rotate. I'll just show the pics.
There you go.
Do you need me to spotlight you here?
Yeah, I need to share my screen.
Okay.
You might have to approve that. You seeing it?
Yep.
I think I just spotlighted you. Yeah,
Nice.
there you go. Look at
So this is arguably a $450,000 note.
that. Yeah. Jeez.
So I'm gonna get this out of the way here. You can see this bar, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's not covering the note.
I can
Yep.
hide it. Hide floating bar. There we go. So yeah, so this is the collector that I was able to go out down to Texas and yeah, hold and he not only had one of them, he had two of these.
Wow.
And
Wow.
these are one of fives for that FR number.
Wow.
And this is what I was looking at trying to collect it. I did video and still photos of it, but obviously that's the wrong way. So there's the back of that. I mean,
Oh,
I love
wow.
that minor restoration.
yeah, minor.
Just can't let it go, can they?
But I mean, just
No.
checking this out. I mean, my goodness.
Wow. That's a wow.
Yeah, as
Oh,
someone just said, the grading fee alone.
I can't even imagine. There's the back
Mhm.
video, but yeah. Um I'm done. Dean, you can remove my
Wow.
Yep.
yeah, so that was, I mean, it's a stunning collection, and I mean, I know I'm only starting off with the ones which seem to be maybe boring some folks, but I'm a big Apple stacker. I sold it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, you did, Big Apple, except you forgot to put your moniker on the note. So I'm just saying. But yeah, that's he's got some amazing notes that are coming up, and he's an eclectic guy. He collects a lot of obsoletes, and it's fun because, even though he can afford those notes, dudes, he's putting on his pants one leg at a
Yeah.
time, like the rest
Oh
of us.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
playing a different monetary game, but we both, it's the same conversation that you have with
Oh
folks.
yeah.
Right.
And I love it when he's like, yeah, I got this obsolete on eBay, blood no, and so he likes picking up obsoletes, and he's always looking. So
Oh,
um
that's cool.
if he's watching or tunes in, thank you for letting me document your collection. It was a real privilege. So, but that's what those rare note spotlights are. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
No, it's very cool. And yes, we are very lucky that he did that for you or did that with you, because then
yeah,
yeah, we get to enjoy it. Because how often do you get to see notes like that?
Yeah.
Unless it's at an auction, really.
right. And
So
that's why I tried to do my best taking high res photos and video, and so you can really get in and see those. I mean, it's
yeah,
stuff that I've learned. I mean, it's like funny, like talking about the rainbows. One of the things I didn't know until I made that video about rainbow notes, the green part that is actually an overprint. It's another printing on that note. It's not part of the paper. And I never knew that. And
yeah,
so and I never knew that that green is only on the 1 through 10 for the 1869. So it's stuff like that that's fun for me to
yeah,
get into some little minutia on this and that. That's what I dig. So,
yeah.
Very good.
how about you, Ontario? Ontario is very secretive about what
I
he
know. Yeah. What are you hunting for? More
notice everybody
obsoletes?
didn't
Well,
volunteer.
no, like I said, I'm looking for the large $50 gold, and yes, I'm
Yeah.
picking up obsoletes here and there. I can't follow a $1,000 gold certificate, but this
Oh,
came
nice.
this came in the mail today for my coins on currency. See the gold dollars
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
cool.
right there,
See,
Wow.
this is
and a
where
lot
Ontario.
of cherubs receiving instruction. I know Dan likes cherubs, so
Yeah.
Is there 10 of them?
well,
Should be.
I haven't counted them. Dan, you can count them. It
Two,
looks
three,
like
four, five,
I can only find nine. Where's the 10th? Come
none.
on.
eight.
There's
Maybe
got to be.
maybe the teacher's the 10th one. I don't know.
Well, this is where I dig your collection, Ontario, that you're getting these notes because you still appreciate coins greatly, and I
Yeah.
hate that but respect it. Um,
Oh
wow,
yeah, that's one
that
of my favorite
really is.
vignettes.
That's another nice nautical vignette. This one
Yeah,
has a lot of stamps on it, but this is another example of a nice note you can get for under $50. Not an
absolutely.
expensive note.
Yeah,
I think the stamps on those, the ones that circulate, I think they're fascinating. I think
Yeah.
that's really
Well, it
cool.
tells
they
part of the
are.
story.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's another one I got from the archives, but I thought that was a nice note.
It is.
And you see this vignette on a
Yeah.
lot of notes.
This is a big,
Yeah,
big thing of cotton.
Yeah, it looks
yeah,
like it's cotton being loaded. Yeah.
Oh, because look at the old locomotive on that. That
Oh, yeah.
is
Make
yeah.
it.
old school.
Yep.
Wow. I still don't get the maidens, just saying.
Well,
It is. It is random. Yeah,
yeah,
But
just random.
they loved them. They did love their maidens.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, somebody said that Charleston note is cool. Well, here's one more that's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I
Oh, cornucopia spilling
bought
out.
that from Mr. Fricky. who was at our show.
What's the story with the guys? What is that story with the left and right?
Oh, let's see if I can remember. The Indian Princess over here is on the, I believe, I don't collect Confederates, but I believe it's T-35. And that's supposed to be a very rare Confederate note. And so the people who cannot afford that buy this note as sort of a consolation prize. That's why this note is so popular. I wanted it simply because I wanted a note on the Bank of Charleston because I'm putting together a South Carolina obsolete collection. But,
Nice.
but this is a very nice note. I mean, from our 15, it looks a little better than a 15 to me. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
That is the T-35. You are correct, Ontario, and it does have them. It's the Indian Princess on the right. The guy, yeah, the same guy on the left.
the guy on the left, I think, is on some Confederate bonds or something too.
That's cool.
People
I
call
love
that.
the signatures on that note too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I looking? What am I looking at? This is a.
So,
What was that? Yes, it's on. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was the T-35 because it popped up a Michigan obsolete. I'm on Heritage.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
Popped up a Michigan obsolete with that same, but it's a
oh,
50.
oh, okay. All right.
Marshall, Michigan. Weird.
Okay.
Super weird.
Yeah,
All right.
that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of history here. That's what they said.
A lot of history.
Pang. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Well, guys, that
Yeah,
I think
I
this is
got
a good
nothing
time to
else.
wrap things up. Yeah, I hope
Yep.
people enjoyed that. We had quite a few at one point there, so I'm going to try to do some more live stuff on my channel. And I know Dan's getting into the live. And Ontario, you've been doing a lot on yours. Are you going to be doing some more with Tyler, Ontario? I know you
Yes.
guys were looking
Yes.
at some auctions.
Yes. We're planning on doing another one. Probably come out next week, actually.
Oh, nice.
We'll be
Perfect.
we'll be reviewing notes sold during the month of October.
Oh, cool.
Heritage, Stacks, and maybe even Lynn Knight. So
Oh, nice. Yeah. That was fun last night. I didn't really know much.
That
Um,
turned into that was awesome.
yeah,
yeah, it
well,
was
yeah,
great.
it was.
That's all
Yeah.
thanks to Ontario, and I mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He Ontario's like, we could do this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I really was.
had to
So,
drag him kicking
Yeah.
and screaming, but anyway.
all right, I'm gonna check out. I smell my wife is making dinner. I'm getting out of here
All
because
right.
I enjoyed it, guys. Thanks to
thank you for
everybody
I
who
do.
hosting.
watched us.
Awesome. This has been great.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody being on there.
Yeah, thank you all for being on there. Thank you too for doing this with me. And of course, folks, I got to say it until we meet again, stay safe and